Hello everybody, thanks for clicking. This is a series of videos reviewing the principal tenses in English. So let's see what you remember. Alright, in English we have three tenses. The past, the present and the future walk into a bar. And it was tense. Tense meaning tiempo verbal and also tenso. So here we go with the first form, present simple. In Spanish we would say escribo, escribe. Yes, so I write a story, he writes a story. Now let's analyze and refresh the structure. The only conjugation problem here is he, she, it, third person singular, which takes the S. Just because, remember, there is no reason for this. Just because I speak, he speaks. Now, what is the problem with the interrogative form? Okay, remember that in English, the interrogative form takes the form of a sandwich. Yes? In Spanish, we simply change the intonation. ¿Vos cocinás? Affirmative. ¿Vos cocinás? Interrogative. And just changing the intonation of the voice, you change from one form to another. But in English, there is a structural change. So, what do? Yes, we need help. So we ask for help to the auxiliaries. In present, the auxiliary is do. So, do you cook? Do meaning nothing, just helping you to form the question. And in the case of the third person singular, he cooks. Question. He, that's all right, cooks. Fine. So the auxiliary for he, does. Beautiful. And you absorb the S. Does he cook? The S is dropped from the verb. So this is what you have to remember. How do you practice this? You go to the grammar book and you do 10,000 exercises to fix the structure. All right, what about the negative? All right, in Spanish we simply say no cocino. You put the no in front of the verb. Okay, not possible in English because you have the word not. But not is like a sticker. You need to stick it to something else. So you need the help of the auxiliary again. Do not or does not for third person singular. I don't speak. He doesn't speak. Again, repetition and grammar book practice. Beautiful. We use it to speak about habits, the same as in Spanish. Yes? Duermo tarde. Me lavo los dientes y trabajo. All right, same thing as in English. I sleep late every Saturday. And you have some keywords, yes, showing that this is present simple. The adverbs of frequency are most frequently used in present simple. So he frequently takes the dog for a walk. Okay, so this is the timeline. As you can see, present simple is not any particular moment of the present, but the general present. Yes, I go to school every day, from Monday to Friday, in my present. And a little joke. Conjugate the verb to walk in present simple. I walk, you walk. Oh, come on, quicker, please. I run, you run. Teacher joke. Okay, let's move on to the next form of present. Present continuous. This is what in Spanish we say, estoy escribiendo, está escribiendo. Yes? Okay, very similar to English. We need in the structure of the tense, the verb to be, I am, estoy, and then the ing, ando, endo, escribiendo. So I am writing. Same as in Spanish. And for the negative, that's easy because you have the verb to be. So I am not. And for the question, yes, you have to remember the form of the sandwich. So, you are cooking. That's good. Yes, you can put you in the middle. And then are cooking. Yes, are you cooking? And that's easy. Yes. Okay, when do we use present continuous? For something that is going on now, at the moment of speaking. The dog is sleeping now. There is usually some time indication. Now, at this moment, right now. Yes? So, I am sleeping, the dog says. And the keywords now, right now, at this moment. If you look at the timeline, you will see that for present continuous, we do have a moment of time signaled. I am going to school now. I am on the bus. Yes. Little joke. That says that you are spying on us. He's not your dad. Okay, let's move on to the next tense. But it's not a present form. Now we go to the past, simple past. In Spanish, this would be escribí o escribía. Because in English, we don't have that difference here. Yes? He wrote, I wrote. Okay, now, as regards the conjugation, we come across the first big problem. Some verbs are regular. Regular meaning they follow a rule, and the rule says you add ed. Talked, played. Beautiful. But then you have some other verbs which are irregular, meaning they do not follow a rule, they do whatever they want. And you have to check the list. Eat, ate. No reason, no explanation whatsoever here. Simply have to remember. Speak, spoke. Memory. No other way. So, for, we have already said so, for regular verbs, you add ed or simply d if the verb finishes with an e, obviously. And irregular verbs, memory. Buy, bought. Now, the form of the question. What do you do here? You have you cooked. In Spanish, cocinaste. ¿Vos cocinaste? Again, with the intonation, I simply change the sentence, the affirmative sentence to the interrogative. But in English, I need the sandwich. So you, no problem. And cooked, that's all right. But then, help. And again, I need the auxiliary. What is the auxiliary for the past? Yes, I know you remember. Did. Beautiful. So did you cook? But that did absorbs the past of the verb. Did you cook? Yes, I did. And for the negative, again, you need the auxiliary. Didn't. And the verb does not take the past form because you've got the auxiliary. Didn't takes the past. Beautiful. When do we use it? Same as in Spanish, to speak about an event which happened, started, and finished in the past. Probably a definite moment of the past. You most probably say when that happened. If you don't say it, you know, because you can infer it from the context. I didn't sleep a wink. I slept like a log. Or I slept like a baby. All right, keywords. Any word that mentions a moment of the past. Any exact moment of yesterday, last week, on Monday, on June the 23rd, or whatever I wrote there. Yes. So, if we look at the timeline, simple past refers to any moment of the past. This one or any other. Little joke. I had a little problem at school today, but I solved it. Here's your comeback. Little black humor. All right. See you in the next section for more. Bye bye. Thank you for joining.